What's going on, everybody? It is Friday, June 30th, 2023, and I am still out here, guys, in New Hampshire, in the East Coast. And of course, I have my buddy here, Rivalry Sportswear, aka Mac Wilson, rocking the Cena shirt once again, guys, which was a huge hit. Running it back, man, because we just got so much love. We were decked out in Cena gear yesterday when we were pretty much out there in Boston. Went to the Red Sox game. It was dope. Got to experience Fenway Park for the first time. Took a picture with the Ted Williams statue and all this other great food and excursions out here, man. But it's another day, another fun-filled packed day out here in the East Coast. There's a lot on our itinerary that we have scheduled today. And, you know, we're kind of going with the flow. You know, we don't know if we're going to be able to do everything at once today. But fortunately, I am still going to be here for a few more days, so you know we got a lot of fill here, you know, on our calendar. But the weather is looking nice, guys, and I heard it's gonna be a little warm today. You know the temperature? It's gonna be like
low 80s.
Low 80s, yeah, not too bad.
High,
yeah, that's pretty nice weather, man, especially here for the summertime. And you know we're gonna have some one of our guests tag along later today. You met him last night when we were at the Boston Burger Company, Stone Cold Steve Boston, aka Adam. He'll be tagging along nonetheless. He'll probably be rocking some Jersey Heat. And you know today, of course, you know, rocking Dr. J, decked out in my Johnny Cupcakes hat because I'm, you know, a tourist like that and I like to you know, dress the part. So yeah, man, we're gonna start the day, show you some nice scenery, and we'll see where we head next. You got on? Made in the USA. Alright guys, so got off the train. We're about to hop on another one. But you know, there's a lot of public transportation out here in Massachusetts. Definitely like the Bay. You know, we have the BART and the light rail, and they have like a train here. So different stations. Pretty nice, pretty cool. Definitely gives city vibes for sure. Pretty dope statue of the legendary Bobby Orr. Fire. Now that Marcus Smart is gone, this is yep, throwback. We say, Mac, you can pick one up?
Maybe. Commemorate the era.
Guys, so we are at the TD Garden store here, and they have a lot of Bruins and Celtic stuff. You see here's a little wool blend decor. You have this really dope mural here, which is cool. Really classic. And then got some Red Sox stuff here. It's really nice. Some Patriot stuff. So definitely Massachusetts out. You know, I had to wear the part today, which is pretty cool. So pretty dope spot. Alright, so you guys got some. What we got here?
Marcus Smart clearance jerseys, bro.
Yo, how much is it now?
$150 for authentics.
Damn.
Let me see that. That's
with the sponsor.
That's a swing.
Oh, that's a swing. Damn. I got excited for a second. I'm like, that's a size 60.
I know.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
They got authentics in the white.
Yo, I love your Danny Ainge, dude.
It doesn't have the perforation.
Pistol Pete, son.
There you go.
No perforations. sadness.
We're like such
Actually,
jersey
this is a
snobs,
swing.
guys. Yo, look at that price mark.
This is the authentic.
$80. Oh, that's a swing, man. It's not too bad.
Give me this. Give me
All you
Big
Celtics
boy
fans out
sizes.
there.
That's what I'm saying,
You know,
bro.
like,
Like,
this
honestly,
is-
like, if it was, oh, you know what? I have
Pretty
a buddy
good.
of mine who was like a big Smart.
Pretty good quality,
Like, he
guys.
literally texted me. He's like, I'm heartbroken right now that they traded Smart.
All right, guys, just left the pro shop here with, it's basically the official Boston Celtics and Boston Bruins team store from what I've been told, and had a pretty good selection there. There were some Marcus Smart jerseys that were on clearance because, you know, he got traded and all that. But, you know, it's nice. They have a nice little variety of everything, hats, jerseys, apparel, and all that good stuff. And I didn't buy anything. You know, I was thinking about getting a Celtics hat to maybe rock with some of my Celtics gear, but, you know, I could probably find that stuff somewhere else. But, you know, I'm still here for a few days. It was a nice little shop. Staff there was pretty friendly, and, you know, got the full experience of, you know, some Celtic and Bruins love, which pretty cool, I gotta say. Like, being out here in the UMass jersey, Dr. J jersey, you know, people kind of looked at me like, this guy's a tourist or what? He's wearing a Mass jersey. But, you know, it was all love at the end of the day. It's the Garden, yo. I'm here. We here.
1995. It seats 17,850 people for hockey, 19,100 for basketball, and 19,580 its full capacity for when we have concerts here at T-Guard. Stanley Cup Championship banners. Their most recent one was one in 2011. Behind those are their retired numbers. They have 12 retired numbers. Court has been stored away in the Red Arbox Center Subs practice facility. But typically this area you see here will be flooded. They'll freeze it, and then on top of that they put in the black insulated floor. On top of that insulated floor they put on the basketball court.
So just the FYI, guys, our tour guide said that some of the banners for the Celtics are down for maintenance. So they should have 17 banners up here, but obviously for the maintenance purpose, you know, we only got like a handful up right now. So this is like bizarro world, guys. It's kind of crazy.
But each one of these statues here are made up of one individual piece of wood. So Except he did not. He did not carve the stick. The stick is like they were wooden sticks back then, so he could just make one of those. And the fishing pole is not. It's just a regular fishing pole as well. But can anyone tell me who this fisherman here is?
Ted Williams.
Yes. All right. Just to commemorate the Boston Garden, which opened up in 1928. That's the club's name. But if you want to see where the old Boston Garden was, we're going to this window right here. See the silver outline by the Star Market is the exact location of the basketball court, the old Boston Garden. Everything in gold is part of the Boston Garden's hockey. So the buildings were 8 inches across. They actually won the Stanley Cup. Is retired at Fenway. He's the only pitcher to have his number retired by the organization.
That's so dope.
Hit dog.
Dennis Mobon.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's so
Hit
random.
dog.
We
I
just
know
had his
I
stuff.
know we won the NBA.
And then they moved to Fenway. Then they relocated. They weren't good or popular. The Washington's good or popular now, but they're not relocated. And then the Boston Yanks were here from 1944 to 1948. They played at Fenway Park, which is all sorts of wrong. I mean, when you think about Fenway Park.
At the TD Garden. Yeah. So,
Yeah, that-
guys.
I would be worried about injuries, not about advantage.
Yeah.
Definitely hardwood. All right, what's up, guys? So we just finished the tour of the TD Garden, and yo, there was a lot of history there, a lot of great nostalgia, and learning about, you know, Boston sports, and just going around the arena and seeing the seats and the hardwood floor. Super cool, man. Definitely have a lot of respect for the sports, the love of sports out here. I know Bay Area's got their own, we got our own love of sports, but it's always nice to go out and explore different types of, you know, appreciation of the game. So definitely recommend it. It's cheap. It's only $20, and you get a whole lot of information and memorabilia with that $20. So definitely recommend it if you're out here. So our next plan is to go check out and ride one of the duck boats. Apparently it's really big for tourists out here. I think it's like it goes in the water. It's going to be my first time, as well as Adam's and I think Max as well. So that's going to be really fun. So looking forward to it. Hopefully I don't get too wet in, you know, my outfit today. Fingers crossed. All right, guys, the Boston Duck Tour. This is what we're doing right now. We're gonna be boarding this vehicle very shortly here. So I'm actually really excited for this one. These two guys have not been on the duck boat either.
Yeah, why you gotta be putting my business on blast like that?
I'm just saying, bro.
I just like yawned at the beginning of that too.
The truth hurts.
Yes, I am excited to go on a duck tour.
Me too.
I'm very excited.
Mind you, I'm from the area. This is a tourist trap.
Tourist trap. So I mean, it works, right? They got me for a rubber duck, so that says something.
So all you need to know is I've been doing this for 18 years. Before this, I drove an 18-wheeler through the streets of Boston. Captain Mac 18-wheeler. Believe it or not, I went to Harvard. Anything, just look out the left. So what we're gonna do is bump it up a little bit to 1625. Why 1625? That's when Boston was first settled. Cape Cod's a peninsula, Ohio, peninsula, water all around you. No, not Ohio. So at that time, Boston was, it looked like basically a giant pan out the ocean. Everything on the opposite side of this roadway up here is the north end of Boston. The north end of Boston is one of our older neighborhoods. We call it Little Italy because it's predominantly of an Italian descent. More important than that is some of the best Italian restaurants in the city. If you really love Italian food and you want to go to a great restaurant, go to the New England Holocaust Memorial. Each one of those towers represents a major death camp in Nazi Germany. 6 towers, 6 death camps. Each tower has 1 million inscribed numbers on it. Behind it is the Union Noise House. The Union Noise House is the oldest continuously run restaurant in our nation. On the second floor, they have a table with a chair that reads John and Jackie Kennedy ate there. I don't know about you, but if I owned a restaurant and John and Jackie sat down, I would make sure I put a plaque up somewhere. Oldest burial site in Boston. This is where you'll find John Winthrop and most of the 150 Puritans. It is what is known as a European burial site. This is the Omni Parker House. It was built in 1855. The Omni Parker House is historically famous for its dessert, the Boston Cream. I hate this street. Look, I can't even pronounce most of the names of the buildings. That's Channel. It's a very expensive store. Almighty, really? Like I can afford that? This is 8 blocks of some of the most ridiculously expensive stores in the city of Boston. You know what's amazing? 1877, 1977, 100 years apart from each other. This is without doubt one of the most expensive neighborhoods in our nation. In fact, right now it is rated number 2 in the country. Who's number 1? Manhattan. But if you would like to move to Boston and you want to work here someday and this is where you want to live, you need a boatload of money. A fixer-upper on Beacon Hill, are you ready? $12.5 million. Right here is our beautiful state capitol. The front of the building was designed and built by Peter Bolfin. So the Sox are doing really good. You do know we go in the water? If they didn't tell you that, I'm sorry. But let's make it easy. If you ever get on a bus and you see this many life jackets, it goes in water. Oh, we got a bunny rabbit. There we go. Yeah, that's not gonna last long. Put the deck in the neutral, blast the horn. Everybody, hands in the air, get up really well. Welcome to the Charles River. Julia, if they're not past the stairway, there's more than enough time.
Wow.
Welcome to the Charles River, everybody. We're in 30 feet of water. This is the deepest part of the Charles. It was built in 1902. Right. Give it 10 4, everybody.
All right, guys. So we just finished the duck tour, and it was nice, man. I got to tip my hat off to the gentleman. I believe his name was Mac as well. He did the tour. He's the one that pretty much was guiding us, you know, throughout the city and even in the river. And I left with a little souvenir. I had to pick this up. You know, this has a huge significance to the tour, and I'm sure it does to the city. It took a little over an hour, about like an hour and it was 80 minutes, so like an hour and 20 minutes, which wasn't bad. Went a little bit over, but you know, we got to get some really nice scenery. The weather was beautiful, especially right by the river, and you know, it was a great experience. Definitely a lot of history was learned today, you know, about Massachusetts and Boston, and you know, just overall, man, here and being in the East Coast, it's a lot of historical things that I learned today. So next plan is we're probably gonna head to the T, go to the train, and get some dinner, man. We're going to this really dope Italian spot called Reno's, and I'm hearing the portion size is pretty insane. And I mean, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I had a little snack from leftovers last night and I haven't eaten since, so I'm definitely pretty hungry. They told me to bring my appetite, so we'll see, man. We're putting this to the test. I know Italian food can get pretty heavy with the carbs, so they're saying we're gonna have some leftovers for tomorrow, so we'll put that theory to the test. All right, guys, so we are here at a small restaurant called Reno's Place, and from what Mac is saying, this place is it's up there, dude. So I love me some Italian food. I already got the vibes that this place is very authentic in terms of like quality, staff, and just overall atmosphere here. Took an Uber to get here. We made it just in time. Got here at about a couple minutes before 8:45 because they stopped taking pretty much seats after 8:45. So, you know, I'm glad we made it, and you know, we're pretty much, this is our dinner. I don't think we've really eaten anything all day, so I'm pretty hungry. How are you, dude? Like, are you hungry? Yeah, like we're pretty hungry. We just did that duck tour, and we also did the tour at the TD Garden, which is a big day if you're out here. So yeah, I'll give you guys a quick glimpse of the food, and then I'll give you my review like afterwards on the whole thing. Fried mozzarella, guys. Didn't even know what it was until Matt just explained it to me. All right, I'm digging in, guys. Fried mozzarella. Dude. Yo, wow. This is it. Yo, man, this right here, this is a game changer too. I've never had like something like this before, but that ends today, guys. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's official. I'm not going to be hungry after this. Oh my God, that is some damn good chicken parm. Oh shit! I don't want to leave now.
You gotta edit that.
Nah, bro. If I ever come back out here, we're coming back here. All right. If I ever come back out here, we gotta come back here. If my wife comes out here, we gotta come here. That's it, bro. It's a winner, dude. So good. So good, Max, man. Thank you. All right, guys. To top off this delicious meal, we got some tiramisu, but it's not mine. It's his, but he's very generous, so let me try just one bite. All right, guys. We just left Reno's Place, this Italian restaurant out here.
Saratoga Street, East Boston, by the
East
airport.
Boston. Good friend Mac here recommended this place, said that it was really good. I will tell you my thoughts and opinions on it after we go over this, but I want to break down every dish that we had there because I think it's important that you guys know about this place if you ever plan on heading out here in Boston. So Mac, why don't you just kind of tell us like what we ordered and just give like a brief description of what it is, and I'll tell you how I felt about it.
Yeah, definitely. So we started off today with two of my favorite appetizers. First, we got the fried mozzarella, which is fresh homemade buffalo mozzarella that they bread and fry, served with a fresh plum tomato sauce along with fresh olive oil. I think it's amazing, but what did you think, Rez?
We ordered two appetizers. Personally, this one was probably my favorite appetizer. There was just something about that mozzarella, the texture of it, the cheese was just like really rich, and it just overall the sauce I think is what really made it so delicious.
Fresh pomodoro, man.
Yeah, dude, like you have to get that sauce. You have to just drizzle it over the mozzarella. Take a bite into it. Don't bite it all at once. I recommend just getting a small taste of it and then let it just kind of melt in your mouth. On a scale of 1 to 5, I'm gonna give that a 4.5. The reason why I didn't give it a full 5 is because I kind of wish there was more portion. We had 2, he had 2, I had 2.
That's a tough score.
Tough score, man. But yo, like maybe if they threw one more in there, I would have gave it a 5, but it's definitely up there.
Next one, we had another one of my favorites, potato gnocchi, along with a fresh tomato sauce and melted mozzarella cheese. What'd you think of that one?
So as I mentioned previously, fried mozzarella was my favorite out of the two, but I don't want to take anything away from that because this one was good. Definitely caught me by surprise when I bit into the first bite of it. You know, there was a lot of sauce to douse around. I like the mozzarella more, but this one was really good. I didn't want to take too many bites of it because it was a big plate. It was an appetizer, and I knew I would have gotten super full if I ate as much as I did with the mozzarella. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm gonna give that a solid 4. I know it's tough judging. Like I said, I have to be brutally honest. There was nothing wrong with the dish. Like, I just want to make that clear. This is all coming from a preference standpoint. Like I said, all due respect, like, you know, this was a good dish, but the mozzarella, it's just something about that mozzarella, man, that
I get the sense that you're scoring this on like what you had so far, so you got to have something at the top. We might be getting to that.
We might.
in a moment.
Yeah, we might. We still have the main entree, the main course that we had here. We ordered exactly the same thing. What is it that we ordered?
So we got the chicken parmigiana, which obviously is pounded chicken breast, breaded, pan fried, with that pomodoro on top, and melted mozzarella cheese. Talk a little bit about the portions and what you thought.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. As far as portion size goes, you are not going to leave that place without getting a to-go box, man. Like, this entree that we had, the chicken parm, was just unbelievably satisfying. And like you predicted, I'm going to give this a straight 5. And everything about it was good. The breaded chicken on the side, the cheese that's over it, the marinara sauce that they used, and then of course with the pasta on the side plate. Like, when they brought us out the main dish, which was pretty much the chicken parm on one plate, I was like, okay, this is big. Like, Mac wasn't joking around. And then they brought out another plate with just the pasta, man, with the bolognese sauce, and oh my god, I was like, yo, this is not, I'm not gonna be able to finish this. I had to really decide how many bites I wanted to take from, you know, each plate. If I could just give you my advice, try to balance out the portions that you eat from each plate, because you don't want to eat more on one than the other. You got to have them both, man, and just kind of let them simmer in your stomach a little bit, you know. But I think I'm gonna be totally 100% transparent with you guys. I think this is the best Italian place that I've been to, and that says a lot, because I've been to a lot of Italian spots out there in the West Coast and in the Bay Area, but there's just something about this place that, yo, like, chef's kiss. You guys, yo, man,
Dude,
gotta hand it to you, dude.
The Reno's is goated, man.
Yeah.
I've probably been here 10 to 12 times.
Yeah.
Every time I come, the chicken parm is on point. That's usually what I get. We got like kind of the standard Diddy menu today.
Yeah. And
they never fail, man. Like, the service is always on point. They take care of you like family.
Yep.
And you know, if you come out here, you come out to Boston, you're in the area, the airport.
Yes.
It's worth a trip, but make sure you plan for it. Check their hours. If you can, what I've found most successful, try to come here for lunch. You know, try to come here on Saturday when they first open, because the place does get busy.
Yeah.
And you do have to wait if you make it a peak hour. So we barely made it before close today, so we were fortunate. But they took care of us, didn't rush us, you know, told us to take our time. Just really 5 stars across the board. And it's probably the best chicken parm that I've had there.
Yeah.
And that's saying something, because it's always consistently good, but this one was just maybe just a touch better than any other I've ever had. It was really excellent.
Yeah, and you know what they say, guys, first impressions are everything. This is my first time coming here, and they did not disappoint. The staff was very friendly. The food was just delicious. And it's a very small, you know, shop. You could probably fit like maybe a little over 40 people here, give or take. So it's definitely got that mom and pop vibe. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, you know, I think it adds an extra level of authenticity to a restaurant. I think that's going to wrap up this quick little review. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed that little B-roll of just me getting shots of everything. Oh, one thing I forgot to add. He ordered some dessert, got some tiramisu. Yeah. He ordered it for himself, but he was very generous to let me take a bite, which is more than enough for me. Tiramisu, I would give that 5. Like, you have to be really bad at making pastries to mess up tiramisu. You know, I haven't really had like tiramisu all too often, but every time I've had it, it's pretty good for the most part. But this one, like, the ingredients was just fresh. I would definitely come back and get it. The reason why I didn't order for myself is because I was super full from everything else that we had previously.
Yeah, don't fight that battle where you're trying to clean your plate here. Do yourself a favor, go in knowing that you're gonna have leftovers, and you know, be happy with that, because almost anything I've ever gotten here within that stuff that we talked about heats up really well.
We're gonna go to our next adventure now. All right, so catch you later, guys.